What it is, guys, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you with more wood plow action. Now, we are today talking about some of the updates and things that have come to Memoria Freeze in the past couple of, well, past few hours, really. But we were streaming last night, new stuff came live. It looks like we have the story stuff from the 2018 Valentine's events. We don't have, like, the gacha or the actual quest for it. Weird, but you know, we got some stuff. Now, the big thing I want to talk about here is the limited war games. Okay, this is only on for a few days. It's a male only war games. You have to run a fully male team, and my team is kind of crap. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't know how far I'm gonna get with this team because, just real talk, it's just kind of is what it is. I really need to upgrade some units and work on my team synergy and all that. I mean, they're going to do a good job. The big problem that I've got is I just wasn't prepared for this because most of my units are the female units. And I guess that's why they're running this. I mean, it is a challenging event to build a team for. As you can see, I'm barely started. I'm in the Perseus modes, and I'm already started to take damage, so it's a bit worrisome for me. Okay, the team that I built, though, in theory, should be pretty good. Got a lot of really great units on here. I've got this Gareth. I wouldn't mind putting some dupes in him eventually, but I think before I do that, if I'm going to spend star bonds, I'm going to spend them on Levi here. And I've got 2 star bonds. I'm really tempted to drop them in here, but I really got to see who I'm going to use on more frequently. It's just a thing. Just a thing. Now, that said, we also have our MLB Honor Bell. He is just kind of on every team that exists. And I am running the Fearless Smile Hermes. This dude is a sleep resist 50%. Because there's so few anti-sleep stun and poison units in here, sleep stun and poison are going to be big things in this. So make sure you are prepared for that. And I'll go over that here in a moment as well. Also note, I'm running the free-to-play Zombie Bell. He's Dark Resist and Allies Critical Rate plus 10%. Basically, since Levi's Dark, he's just a great match for him. He's really going to push Levi to his limits. And, as we were talking about before, foes, 50% stun and physical resist minus 5%. Sorry, that's the Titan error. I clicked on the wrong one. But, I mean, he does do stun. He does do stun. And like I said, stun, sleep, and poison are going to be big things in here. So that 15% stun is going to be a huge help. I also need to give this guy some bonds, but I just didn't go as hard on those banners when they were out, and I really regret that. Now, 3-star Dionysus. 3-star Dionysus is an excellent fit on any team because of his sleep ability. That said, I do need to feed this guy up, and I'm very low in books right now. So that is definitely a thing. If I can get him up to level 60, that'd be great. I could MLB him, but I don't know if I'm ready to spend that many books on a 3-star unit that I'm just going to spend in this one, War Games. Okay? And you can kind of see the last 2 units on here are just kind of, they are what they are. I got the free-to-play Aaron, and I got that a-hole. And I just have some basic things, basic units on there in case we get one of our units knocked out. Now, Gareth will probably be the first one to get knocked out only because that's kind of his job. Basically, if you don't know how the taunt works, what he's going to do is he's going to try to take as much damage with tackling the physical resist as possible. Now, this is interesting. That's an all-bell team. I considered that team, actually. Got a lot of bells. But this team seems to be the best at the moment. As you can see, they're not really worried too much about poison. I've got a lot of, you know, a lot of resistance on them. They're doing a good job, but I'm just not sated with them yet. Now, before you start going crazy, the reason I haven't upgraded any of those units, and the reason I haven't gone too nuts on this, is because there is no Iris coming out of this event. There's Hero Fauna coming out your eyeballs. I mean, Hero Fauna is a really great idea. The Valis, I don't know. I've got so much Valis. I'm not really worried about that. But you're not getting Iris from this event. So don't start dropping a bunch of books and start going crazy. This has only got little over 2 days left on its run. It's a 3-day run, and you're not getting any iris out of it. So before you start going really crazy, do consider for a moment that it is a limited event, and the rewards are only kind of so-so. So things to be aware of. All right. The other thing I want to discuss, the Elven Rondo is around for a little bit longer. I believe it's around for another little less than a week. It goes away, what, next Wednesday or Tuesday? We'll look at that. But the long and the short of it is, make sure you're farming that event, because once again, it's got Flame Amulet and Hero Medal in there, so another Prism Bond coming up. Prism Bonds are going to be really, really great for some of these non-time limited units, which I think this entire team, aside from Honor Bell, is time limited. So that's a thing. That's a thing. Let's go look at that real quick. Quest. Event. Yeah. So this is still around until next Wednesday. That's correct. So, yeah. Make sure... Is that 2 Wednesdays from now? No. Math. Math, brain. Math. Till next Wednesday. No. 327? Yeah. I can math. Yeah, it is around for 2 more weeks. You got a lot of time left on this bad boy. I thought it was next week. No, it's 2 weeks from now. So you got a lot of time to farm this bad boy. But don't sleep on it, because remember, once again, we've got the gotchas in here. And you could still get a ton of 3-star tickets. If you weren't here at the stream last night, I pulled 3 4-star bonds and just a handful of tickets. So it's really, really worth. Really, really, really worth. Also, we've got the Heroic Trials. I haven't even started it yet because it just dropped last night. But definitely worth. 100% worth. Yeah, I mean, we're not... I won't say the game is dry right now, but we're really working on some really basic stuff at the moment. Now, I will say, the end of the month, on the 30th of March, is the 1-year anniversary for the US, I think North American release of the game. So, not necessarily global, because remember, the Asian markets got it at different times, and then they've been trickling it out. So, we might, at the end of all this, be looking at a 1-year anniversary for the North American market. We don't know. And we still haven't gotten the 2017 units or 2018 units for Valentine's, though I'd have to double check. Let's go back into the gacha here. A quick way to find out. Well, I don't remember the names of all the units, to be completely fair and honest, but they did just do a big update on the tickets here. So if you go to your unit list, I swear several of these used to be time limited and were removed. I'm not 100%. I'd really have to go through all of it to tell you 100% for certain, but there's a lot, and I mean a lot of 4-stars in here now. So, you know, no more of this pulling the same unit over and over again. So big update to the ticket banners. And that being said, I didn't make the video about it at the beginning of the month because we were waiting on them to change everything. But if you go up here into inventory and you go to bond, okay, I'm gonna sell a couple of bonds real quick. I've got more than enough of her. We'll just max that bad boy out. Boom, 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 boom. All right, that should be enough. 35, yeah. And we'll just sell a few more. Sell, max, boom, 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 boom. There. That will definitely be enough. Okay. And basically, when you sell your bonds, go down here to the shop. I've done videos on this every month. I didn't do it at the beginning of this month because we were getting ready to have that big change to the ticket system. So if you go to the Sirius and do exchange, you go down here to the bottom. Make sure you get your 10 2-star tickets and your 10 3-star tickets, because even the 2-stars have the exact same chance to go 4-star. So we'll buy our ticket. I do have an extra couple of tickets over there, so we will just go ahead and do that. I bought all the rest of them on the stream last night, so at the end of the month, we'll go back and we'll buy, let's say the end of the month, beginning of next month, we'll go back in there buy, because you can get 10 of them every single month. That's 20 tickets every month. And I can tell you right now, just from the number of summons that I do, predominantly as a free-to-play player, I mean, again, Okay, I can't claim free to play anymore. Really, I have bought Iris a couple of times, but not that much. Like, even as a free to play player, you should be getting enough summons out of the gachas and out of this that it should support you just basically getting all 10 of those every single month. Even if you just barely started the game, 100%, you completely should. All right, so that's all the things I really wanted to discuss. Let's go ahead and do... I don't suspect I'm going to get anything out of the gachas because, well, frankly, I already got a bunch of badass stuff out of the gachas last night. So let's do these 2 gold star tickets real quick. Gold 3-star tickets. Okay. Still has the potential to go 4-star, but usually you can kind of count it out unless it does go rainbow. All right. 3-star Lily. Got more than enough of her. One last try. And again, I got 3 4-stars last night, so I expect nothing in this situation. And... nah. Is this the same one? Get out of here with that. Anyway, that's how the tickets sometimes do for you. So make sure you're doing that, guys. Make sure you're doing your gachas. Make sure you're selling your bonds, your extra bonds. Me personally, I keep enough bonds to MLB every single one of my characters, and I am slowly working on MLBing all my 3-stars. Probably won't do the 2-stars. Maybe eventually some of them at some point in time, but right now, if you MLB all your 3-stars and you go through all that, you have a lot of units for dispatch and that kind of stuff. So it is worth, but plus as you limit break things, you get Iris. Remember, every limit break, you get 10 Iris. So it's like, some point, this limit break a whole bunch of units might actually be worthwhile in the long run. I've done it, and I've got enough to do a couple of summons a few times. So, that is going to be the video. Let me know what you guys think. Are you working on War Games, or are you skipping this War Games? I know a few people that are probably going to skip this War Games, but it's up to you. Let me know what you think. Follow my Birdman, hit me up on Booker. Make sure you smash that like button. And I mean, smash it but good. And, yeah. Stay moist. I don't know. I still have a good outro for this game. You know me, though. I'm just all kinds of perverted. Look at these fine ladies. I call them waifus, but no.